And welcome to part 2 of Brilliant Bookings. It's KJ here. Welcome back and thank you for clicking a second time onto this fantastic subject. Okay, so we are talking about brilliant bookings and how to maximize our opportunities and make sure our diaries are full. So the next thing I want to talk about is your 3Ps intro. So remember at the start of the party when you introduce yourself, you give your testimony, you also say, hey, I'd like to also mention that as part of my demonstration today, I'm going to be talking to you about the 3Ps that our company represents. Of course, I'm going to be talking to you about our beautiful products, which are, designed right here in Australia and designed for the Australian and New Zealand environment, etc., etc. I'm also going to speak to you about the choices we have in thinking about having your own amazing party. And a party is where you not only see the product, but you get to smell it and feel it and hold it and make sure that it feels right on your skin. Because what I do is I work in partnership with you guys to ensure that we have the right fit, that the product suits you. And a party is a perfect opportunity to do that. Also, it gives you the chance to get beautiful rewards and hundreds of dollars worth of rewards for free. And I'd much rather give things away for free than take somebody's money. And then the third P that I always talk about is the amazing position that we offer. And Nutrimetics is always been for near 45 years in the position themselves to empower women by offering them positions. And we've got 3 amazing jobs I'd like to talk to you about. So what I'm trying to say here is, in your introduction to your 3Ps, what you're doing is you're telling them, I'm going to be speaking to you about you thinking about booking your own demonstration. And when you do talk about those 3Ps, it actually kind of gives you license, or it gives you permission. So you don't have to feel worried about saying, because you've said right from the get-go, I'm going to talk to you about these 3 things: product, party, position. And so when you set yourself up right from the beginning, you've actually opened the door to be able to talk about it, because now they're expecting it. Does that make sense? Okay, the next thing is the booking offer. So it's really important, because remember, that's the first thing that we do to present to our hostess, to thank her for booking and holding her party. So we need to make a big deal out of that and make her feel really special as we give it. But we also need to create more desire for that particular product so we can encourage more people to book. So it's not just, when Mary booked a party, she decided that she was going to have it on this date, so she qualifies for the microdermabrasion. If people are sitting there and they don't know what microdermabrasion is, then they don't know how important it is to want to get it, let alone want to get it for free or for a reduced price. So the best demonstration that you can do needs to actually be on your booking offer and on your hostess rewards, because they're the 2 things that people need to want more than anything else. Okay, you've got to make them want it, and when they really want it, they'll book for it. Okay, speaking of bookings, we've got to make sure that we offer a sensory experience. Now, I know you've heard me talk about a sensory experience before. Remember that people respond to feeling more than talking. So you've got to make sure that the products in your kit are demonstrable and can be felt, can be experienced, can be touched, can be smelled. Yes, this means that you'll go through more product, but you'll get more bookings because of it. And when you get more bookings, you'll sell more product. When you sell more product, what are you going to do? Of course, you're going to make more money. So it's really important that, you have something like do the hand scrub or the microdermabrasion, showing the moisturizing system, the Restore Night Cream, do actual makeup demonstrations. Let people see it and feel it. And when they do that, they'll have confidence in what you're trying to show them. And when they have confidence, they'll book with you. So a sensory experience, it's not just talking about what it is, it's showing them what it does and giving them, other people, the opportunity to be able to see it for themselves, feel it for themselves, and have their friends do the same. Okay, so remembering Different strokes for different folks, and variety is a spice of life. In one of our last gold mails, I spoke about women liking choices. So it's really important that we can create a portfolio of exciting and sensory parties to be able to offer. So parties need to be exciting, and they need to be as exciting as our products so we can get as much interest as possible and book future parties with it. So people will book just as much for the experience as anything else. So make sure your experiences are up to date. A colour party, environmental home care, instant facelift, spa experience, stop the clock, hands and feet. They're all something that people will feel and smell and touch, and it's just so important. And we've got beautiful parties to offer, and they're all on Nutrispace, left-hand side tab, tools to support you, and you'll be able to download those party demonstrations there. All right, in speaking about booking, you need to know your product. Now imagine you're going to buy a car and it was off someone who didn't know anything about cars. Or imagine you wanted to buy an air conditioner off someone who couldn't answer your question about what size you needed for the room, or whether it was reverse cycle, or what if you want to buy a TV or a couch or anything. We, by definition, are called consultants, and people, customers, clients will consult you and your knowledge, so you do have to know the basics. Skincare has become quite a science in the last 5 years, and customers get no support from going to those major discount department stores to buy their skincare, and that is why we are different. Service, service, service. So you just need to know our product, end of story. Download, create a library. It's got all the features and benefits. Create stickers to go on the product so you're not worried about having to remember everything. Because when you know your product, you will sell the concept more genuinely. They will trust you, and then they'll book with you. Trust me, been in the business 20 years, I know. And if you can't remember, put the stickers on the back. We've spoken about that. I just wanted to make sure you knew. Okay, relate products that you've just demonstrated to a new theme. So if you were just talking about microdermabrasion generally, don't forget to say, look, I'd love to show you how this actually feels. Now, we're not talking about microdermabrasion so much today, but if in the bit that I have spoken to you, it does interest you, I'd love you to think about booking your own party, and I'll actually let you not only see it, but feel it on your skin, because the microdermabrasion is our main key ingredient to our fabulous facial party, or whatever product that is. You know, you could do home care party, but whichever product you're picking up related to a theme to create interest for them to want to see more of that product. Because if they actually try it and feel it, they'll love it, and they want to love it before they commit to doing anything, whether it's buy it or book a party. Remember, your best demonstration has to be on what two things? Yep, your booking offer and your hostess rewards, and always aim to have at least one actual hostess rewards for customers to actually look at. And if you haven't got one and you can't get it, just have your own party as soon as possible so you can qualify to get one, because actually having one is so important to show. So if you want to talk to me about how to get more bookings in your diary, one of the first, well, I'll say, have you planned, hostess coach them? Another thing I'll say to you is, did you have actual rewards to show? Don't underestimate how important it is, because if you don't have anything to show, it's not very exciting, is it? So it's really, really important that you have things to show. Okay, keep your parties short and sweet. A party that takes too long is a boring party. And no matter how interesting and amazing and entertaining you are, people might just go, oh, I really want to get out of here. What time are we going to finish? So, I mean, you can't spend too much time in one shop, right? Keep your parties short, sharp, shiny. Be brief, be bright, be gone. And if you go on too long, nobody will want to book with you. And remember, speak to them about keeping their supper simple. It's not a banquet. It's not a Greek or a Macedonian wedding. It's just a cup of coffee and a couple of chocolate biscuits. Because the more food the hostess puts out, the harder it is for you to book other people, because they don't want to replicate the feast. Always mention at hostess coaching that a packet of biscuits and a cup of coffee is fine. All right, looking forward to speaking to you in our last section of this, which is part 3 of Brilliant Bookings. So we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.